Watching how everybody else been living it. To tell the truth, I ain't been living, just really been existing. I talk to Unc to get some game, me living in his 60s. I give him youth from half his age just to sit back and listen. I don't want drama, this won't come as verse.
What it do, Toledo? It's your boy E.Ali in the ToLe'Do. March 27, 2025 and beyond. What's poppin'? 45 minutes out of Detroit, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, man. One of Toledo, Ohio premier podcast. It's your boy, man. You know, a lot of shit going on, man. Let me get to it, bro. Let's call Erica. It's E.Ali in the ToLe'Do. E.Ali, E.Ali, E.Ali in the ToLe'Do. E.Ali, E.Ali. We from the ToLe'Do. O-H-I-O. E.Ali in the ToLe'Do. E.Ali in the ToLe'Do, man. The weekly news, no cap. Local, regional, and the shit that might go viral. You know, taking the headline news, man, of the week and giving my spin on it, you know, a OG perspective, so to speak. Not trying to harm nobody, just adding my 2 cents in to, from the shit that I see and hear. You know what I mean? Everybody take pause, man. Nevertheless, man, R.I.P. to the young sister, man, who came up missing a couple last week, Miss Kei'Mani Latigue. Sorry. Nevertheless, man, R.I.P. to that sister, man. You definitely in your situation in your life has definitely shined a light on the city, man. And there's a lot of shit gonna go on, a lot of fallout and shit going on too behind that. But nevertheless, man, just sitting back and going and see where it take us. But right now, the city is in pain. Miss Latigue, man, was found dead on Miami Street. First of all, the young lady, man, went to Spring Elementary School, came up missing. March 27th was reported. March 18th at 4:00. The police put out a report of a missing teen. Everybody, you know, the city was up in a roar, man, for almost a week. You know, they even had a search party. You know, went over there to Miss Dorothy's house. Miss Dorothy Latigue was the grandmother of the young lady. You know what I'm saying? But she had custody. I guess she was the foster mother. You know what I'm saying? But I seen video footage. Well, just let's stay on course. The young sister came up missing, but then on the 25th, man, I think it was the 25th, no, the 24th, she was found dead in a building in a house on the east side of Toledo, Miami Street, right? On the 25th, her father was accused of her murder, Daryl Jones. This shit is tragedy for our city, man. You know, we ain't never had nothing or heard nothing like this, man. It's bad, you know, for us to have to endure, but it's a lot of blame being placed on different agencies, such as CSB, you know, because I guess shit was being reported from Toledo Public Schools, you know, letting them know. And, you know, Toledo Police Department taking a hit because Darnell Jones was able to escape the city and get held up in a spot down in Columbus. And Columbus, you know, questioned the performance of the police. And so they back and forth taking shots at one another. So, but nevertheless, the whole agency, the whole system in itself is being questioned right now. A lot of answers, a lot of questions, and the community the community has a lot of answers, but not enough questions. It's a lot of people saying shit. A lot of people took part in terms of bringing exposure. Thank you, you guys, feet on the ground, boot on the ground, going live. Some people got crazy numbers in terms of just the viewership they was able to have for that day or for just that little time. You know what I mean? Some people was rolling since day one with it, but nevertheless, they got a lot of viewership from that. However, the situation that's taking place now, with the pointing the fingers and shit, with the community agencies still coming up with some solutions, seeing where the problem was at and fix those problems, it's a lot of blaming. Now they want to create a task force from the city commission asking the Lucas County asking CSB if they need any help, that the commissioners would possibly create a task force. All in the hindsight of this young lady coming up missing and her father doing something to her heinously. And I guess just all of it, man. It's a mess. Then we get the guy, the hungry black man, the brother out of Miami. I don't know if he had a spiritual awakening or something hit him because the shit happened on Miami Street and he from Miami. But nevertheless, then created a fund for the sister. I appreciate that. That's a good move. He wanted to buy the house. They was going there, but he had intentions of buying the house and creating a house for, I don't know why. I don't know why would somebody possibly want to create a house, just for me, man, not being from the city and not knowing the neighborhood and the area and shit, and want to create a house for, I don't know, a refuge house in her name and in her honor. You know what I mean? Somewhat a good ideal, man. Bad location, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But also baby steps, brother. Get with some people within the community and, see how you would possibly walk something down like that. I guess one of the brothers that I could possibly say to hook up with would be that brother over there at the Believe Center, brother Vincent Ricardo. Vinny. Go over there and holler at Vinny, man. He'll help and show you how to walk that down. He was one of them brothers that come from outside the city from New York years ago. You know what I mean? Planted his roots here. But he here. He been here. He put the blood, he got the blood, sweat, tears, and the scars, the heartache, the pain, the money spent. And he didn't put his time in. And so he would tell you and show you how to walk that down. But it's like the pipe piper, man, so to speak, coming in, blowing your flute, you know what I mean, and captivating a few people with definitely good ideals and shit like that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna knock you from that, but just from a perspective of you not wanting to live here and invest yourself and your time, energy, and effort in that way, you know what I mean? I find that a problem, and a lot of people gonna see that as a problem. But not taking light off the Miss Kei'Mani, man. This your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, giving rest and peace to the young sister, man, Kei'Mani Kei'Mani Latigue, who was abducted, murdered by her own father, man. And I want to, and I have to say, man, he not a brother, but he a monster, man. We have to call it for what it is. And it's sad that this didn't happen to our city, because not only that, the city on fire, man, holy Toledo. Because off that situation, off this sister, and the things that's going on with her, they arrested Miss Dorothy Latigue, I guess the foster mother, the foster grandmother to this sister, Tarina Caston. I guess she's the mother of Miss Kei'Mani Latigue, and I seen her crying and shit like that the moment they was talking about bringing her out, and I just said for myself, why would Miss Dorothy have to take care of her? Why wouldn't you have yourself together and have your daughter? That's just my thought, man, and I guess everybody will have that. You know, for you to be so excited out there at that moment, and you have a right to be, because your daughter possibly was the one, and she was the one in that building, you know what I mean? And for you to find out that way is horrifying. But my question as just a community member is, where was you at before all this happened? Like, why would this lady have to have your daughter? And I think that's a valid question. And some of us gonna want to have answers, especially if you sitting around asking for some handouts for the burial and for that. You don't have custody of her. Miss Dorothy do, but they arrested her, so that's gonna allocate. That's gonna take her out of that. You know what I mean? She won't be able to try to profit from her, especially if you show her mother in that light, not having custody. Miss Dorothy having custody. Now you done arrested her. Now who has control of the estate? Who have control of the decisions of this young lady's life and how she gonna be buried? Who make those decisions now if you got Miss Dorothy possibly jammed up for some wrongdoing or whatever? And if you see her mom, if her mom ain't got it, I don't think that's gonna be a trustworthy move from the community to invest and give her no money to be able to, handle those situations. So how do this look? You got the brother hungry black man that threw up $5,000, I guess, for a scholarship or some kind of fund. I haven't really digged into the research, but I seen some flyer and people mentioned him making a trust fund, I guess, of $5,000 that, he was gonna buy the property, but the city gonna tear it down. So he still being in good faith took the money and put it in possibly in a trust fund, in an account maybe. We have to see how that work out. Because the brother promised us a year or so, almost 2 years ago, about a restaurant. We still waiting on oxtail lasagna. But in hindsight, man, the tragedy death of Miss Kei'Mani Latigue, she came up missing, man, March 18th. Her body was discovered in a old abandoned, horrifying looking house on Miami Street on the 25th. And police charged her father on the 25th, or her body was found on the 24th, on Miami Street. A student at Spring Elementary, man, only 13 years old, and come to be, man, after for almost a week of looking for this little girl, man, come out that her father, Darnell Jones, is the suspect in this abduction and gruesome murder of this young lady, because I heard they tried some amputation, probably a dismembering of a corpse or something like that. I don't know if she was still alive when he did it, but slit her throat and possibly cut her hands off. You know what I mean? Trying to hide evidence possibly, or trying to hide the crime. But nevertheless, man, this shit made major news. This shit put a big spotlight on the city, and a lot of people is looking at CSB as an agency where they didn't pay enough attention to, and those who in charge over there is gonna get questioned. They gonna go through there and see what's going on. How did y'all miss this? Especially if Toledo Public Schools got documentation that they that they reached out and made claims. And then not Toledo police not following up on them claims. You know what I'm saying? I think the system all supposed to work together. You will hope. But this your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, man, March 27th, talking about just the tragedy, death, and situation that our city was faced with earlier in the week, or this couple days ago. The finding after almost a week search of Kei'Mani Latigue, who came up missing March 18th about 4 o'clock. The police issued a citywide or whatever they do. They put her on the web page as a missing teen. And so almost with a week, and then like a couple of days after that, a couple people formed a search party in search of this sister, man. And they ended up finding her on the 24th over there on Miami Street in an abandoned house, dead, man. She was murdered by her own father. You know, sad to say, a black man, a monster, you know. I hope that's not the image that's constantly want to be promoted through the police, with the police, because how you keep finding yourself to kill black men innocently that hadn't done nothing, but yet this man then murdered his own daughter, and SWAT able to bring him possibly out alive. You know, they shot him, you know what I mean, but you able to apprehend him, you know. In other cases, brothers lose their life for less than. You know, that speak volume. But that's what we face with. But then on the other aspect, man, the city on fire, because this thing, after days after Kei'Mani death, now Facebook is on fire with accusations of misconduct of many members of this community. Molesting children, messing with children. Some guys been accused of raping and girls. And, I mean, they on Facebook putting them out there. I'm not gonna say no names, but we see it. The city on fire with people. I mean, we having our YouTube moment today. Today, since last night, I think it was last night, this morning though, the city been on fire with accusations of child molestation, fondling, rape. Girls are saying they've been raped by some of these dudes, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's the city is going crazy, and this being exposed from a couple weeks ago from the Soul City Gym being accused of grooming little girls. You know what I mean? On that note, now you got the little girl Kei'Mani coming up missing. Father then did some crazy shit to her. Now the city on fire, man. They coming out telling everything. If you got some shit in your closet, man, you ain't you hiding, you about to be exposed. They about to pull the covers up off you if you done did something to one of these little girls around here back in the day and think you done got away with it. You going down today, Jack. They exposing it. Holy Toledo. It's on fire right now, y'all. Facebook is blowing up. Everybody is talking. The city is on fire. Downtown is on fire. It is chaotic in the TOL. This is your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, man, with the weekly news, no cap, no spin on the weekly news, headline news, the shit local, regional, and the shit that possibly might go viral. You understand? And this shit going viral. You being accused of some shit, it go viral today. If you did some shit yesterday, it go viral today. Today, if you got exposed, they feeling confidence. They've been dropping them every hour. It's been different names almost since 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. I've been seeing different names getting dropped. They sending that, resending it, all that, man. You know? Stay safe, man, and be aware. You know, this is your boy E.Ali, man, just adding my little 2 cents in on it. It's 8 billion people on the planet, and I just offer my little 2 cents in on the matter. Not trying to offend nobody, man. That's nothing. I don't have no ill intentions. You know what I mean? But the city is definitely on flames right now. You know what I'm saying? And if you done did something, they gonna expose you, man. You might have to leave the city. It's like that. I mean, you can see it. It's on the aspect you might have to leave the city where they got it on flame right now about what's going on, accusations about child molestation, you know, misconduct of with children, you know. They even saying rape. Them is strong words, fellas. You know? But man, if you done did something, I don't think you're gonna survive the week. You understand? They putting you on blast. Everybody gonna know your business by the end of the week if you done did some corny shit. You know what I mean? Especially fucking with these kids, man. You know? So R.I.P. to Miss Kei'Mani Latigue. We sorry we didn't pay attention to you, love. We sorry we didn't hear your cries. We all at fault. You know what I'm saying? We need to put our heads in this together. We need to all be aware that something is going on, something is wrong somewhere, and pay attention and let people know if it is, to let them know. You have that right to do that. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your community. You owe it to that little girl or that little boy, so that they don't have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, it's a holy Toledo moment. What's going on right now? I'm shocked. I'm in awe. I'm sick at my stomach. I feel for my city. I want to cry. I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere and be somewhere else. It's almost make you embarrassing, like you don't even want to be a part of this shit no more. Is it that feeling? Is it they trying to uproot you from your from where you at and the purpose of, you know what I mean, creating something? I mean, having your own hometown for the moment that it's having. It's a dark moment for the city right now. And we don't need agitators from outside, man, creating diversions, creating separation. We got to come together, us first. That man gotta come through here, man, and do more than what he doing than talking. He gotta be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody say they gonna come in here and do something and they don't want to live here. What sense do that make? You can't do that. You can't do that nowhere in the country, talking about you want to be a part of some community and you don't live there. If you motherfuckers go for that shit, you some dummies. You cannot do that. We live here, man. But you know what? I take that back, man, because I seen Fantasia come here and then couldn't get the support. I seen Snoop Dogg come in this motherfucker, big homie Snoop Dogg come in this motherfucker, and it was more white folks than Negroes. It was more old white women than anybody in that whole arena when Snoop Dogg touched the town, man. So Negro support, black folks supporting black folks, Negroes supporting black folks, in fact, black folks supporting Negroes, niggas, African men, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever it is, no support. You know? We in this motherfucker by ourselves, but for somebody to come outside and they in this motherfucker, man, no, I don't think so. It's a problem in that. Because it's a lot of successful black folks that did something, that's doing something, been here and made something of themselves, that got to keep it on the low. And for you to act like ain't nobody doing nothing around here, man, that sound crazy. It's a lot of people doing a lot of shit. Been doing shit, continue doing shit, gonna continue to do it after you leave. Please don't do it the way you doing it though. You wrong, man. You know, let's get the restaurant going, man. Like I say, man, we waiting for some oxtail lasagna. You know, you criticize Ruby for her canned yams and shit. Let's see what your yams talking about. You know? But this your boy, man, E.Ali and the ToLe'Do, man. You know what I'm saying? March 27th, 2025, man. Tragedy hit our city for a week, man. We've been going through it. Young sister came up missing, was pronounced dead on the 25th or was found dead in an abandoned building. 25th, man, they accused her dad of doing the crime. That same time they arrested the mama or the grandmama, Miss Dorothy Latigue. You know, you got your mom, Tyrena Caston, you know, crying and shit. But you know, the question is, where was you at before all this happened? You know, why wasn't you there when Miss Dorothy went to work? Why wasn't you there to help out? You know, that situation, because we all got answers. We all know, a lot of us know how that shit supposed to go, especially if Miss Dorothy had to go to work and that baby there by herself. Why you as a mother ain't there? You know, and I don't know if how they related, if she's the foster mother. Now, does that make Daryl and Miss Dorothy, is Miss Dorothy Daryl's mom? Is that how that's going? You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure this shit out, man. This shit is wild as fuck, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but then now to have the accusations of child molestation, you know, molesting children throughout the city where cats is being accused, boxing coaches, you know, upscale individuals. You supposedly been upscale individuals in the city, popular cats being stripped of the title, man, being called, you know, you was fucking with these kids in the day. And now they got enough nerves to come up and say something behind this because of all the shit that's taking place. You know, shit is wild, man. The city on fire. It's your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do. On the other swing, man, Big U them, the rolling 60s out in California. The guys known for checking it in, making cats check in and shit like that. Moving and grooving when you go out to New York, California, having to check it in and shit like that, or check in, you know. If you didn't have no connection, have to, you know, get a pass to move throughout the city. But him and a couple of his cronies, man, you know, then came up under indictment. Loose Cannon, think the dude name was. The dude Brick Baby, couple other cats, think one cat named Sylvester. I got the little thing, I got the 100-page indictment, but nevertheless, that's what's going on on the viral side. That California that went through there with a RICO, where these guys jumping on these podcasts telling about events, old crimes and shit like that, saying what they doing, how they moving and shit, pressing motherfuckers and shit, calling motherfuckers bitches and hoes, and you know, these niggas act like they gangsters and unstoppable. Where the feds then took that conversation, lined up certain crimes and shit like that, man, and they going to prosecute these guys for a number of crimes, racketeering, prostitution, robbery and shit like that. You know, they up under a RICO. So that shit gonna look ugly for them guys, man. You know, getting on these platforms, man, trying to act like they so gangster and they living this motherfucking thugged out life, and you about to find yourself in the motherfucking penitentiary for some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that is and what that is, man. That's that new school shit. Motherfuckers everybody want to be seen and heard and want to be glorified for some dumb shit that they doing. I don't get it. But you won't catch that here, man. This your boy E.Ali and the ToLe'Do with the weekly news, no cap. March 27, 2025, man. Keep it Toledo, man. You know, keep your hustle. You know, keep your heart, keep your hope, this the new motto for the show, man. Keep hope, keep your hustle, and keep it Toledo. Peace.